Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Happy Station. I hope you're all doing very well today. Christmas is here. This is the Christmas season, everyone. And I don't know what you think about it, but, well, it always starts off really well, doesn't it? Because there's always Christmas songs, and then there's the shops with Christmas sales. But it just seems like Halloween is just finished. And then here in the UK, as you know, we had Guy Fawkes. And next is Black Friday. So Christmas seems like a bit of a long way off. But no, all of the shops here are up and running, as we say. And also, we turned on the Christmas tree lights in my town 2 weeks ago. So it seems to be getting earlier and earlier. I'm not quite sure why. And it doesn't seem to be stopping. Part of me is a little bit cynical, and I think this is just another one of these ways to get us to spend our money. And of course, because of Brexit as well, the mood is quite far down. But, well, it's a good reason to see your family and friends. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, many of you don't. I don't particularly like Christmas, I have to say. I think it's kind of a sad time. I don't really think that there's much to celebrate. In my view, every day should be a happy day. So when I'm told by the government, today you will be happy, and you will see your family, I think, no, I can do that anytime. So I don't just want Christmas to be this day when I'm told what I have to do. And that's what makes me just a little bit uncomfortable. You will be happy. You will eat chicken or turkey. And you will give gifts. And I just think, no, I can choose to do that at any point during the year, and indeed I do. For those of you who book lessons with me, this is my sale time. So if you're looking to book some English lessons over the Christmas period, ask me. Tell me you've heard it on this radio station or on YouTube, and I'll give you a discount. Okay, there's also a discount on my channel on italki for half-price lessons. But if you ask me, go on, ask me. And I promise I will create something especially for you. Would you like that? I hope so. Well, yesterday I went to Edinburgh. And I saw a beautiful picture of a couple getting married underneath Edinburgh Castle. It was very beautiful, and you really have to see it. I don't know who they were. I was watching them from another road, which is very high up. But it was lovely. The castle was misty, and there was light. I wish there was a way on this social media. I mean, I have all these social media channels. I have Facebook. I have Twitter. I have my own site. I have my own blog. But there isn't anywhere here on this radio station to show you the beautiful picture. So if you remind me when you're talking to me next time in your English lesson or on social media, tell me and I'll send it to you. But it's very beautiful. It's a couple basically underneath Edinburgh Castle. I might actually try to put it on my Facebook page. That might be nice. I'll do that shortly. But it was lovely, and the castle was above them. Very nice also. So, yeah, very nice, very nice. So, let me tell you about what a British Christmas might look like. Now, this is kind of a hard thing, because different parts of the UK celebrate Christmas, I wouldn't say in a different way, but maybe with different ideas. So, let me tell you, Scottish people celebrate Christmas, but it's a time for the kids. But the big celebration for the adults is New Year, when people just go really, really crazy. They party, they get drunk, they do all kinds of things. In England, however, Christmas and New Year is kind of the same. It's kind of, well, it's party time, Christmas and New Year. And then there's also other people who see it as a very quiet and meditative time and very religious. I usually get a little bit anxious around Christmas time. It's a little bit uncomfortable. And I think that's because we all remember the lovely times with our parents and our brothers and sisters. But you know, when you're older and your parents aren't there, there seems to be this big space at the table. And then I remember last year, there were 3 of us, so there were friends here staying for Christmas. And we all sat there for hours with our phones, texting other people. And I thought, oh, come on, guys, let's at least go for a walk or go to the church or do something. Let's not just sit and text people, huh? And they were very upset, of course. So it depends where you are, but generally people will be getting very drunk. And, well, it's very good for younger people, but it's not so good if you're looking after your health. And one thing is for sure, it's not a time for people who don't drink. It's a very uncomfortable time. For those people who are religious, it can be a very nice, quiet and solemn time. But then when you hear and see crime and people staggering around and falling and the snow outside, it kind of, well, it's just kind of sad. So many people here, they choose to do voluntary work to help homeless people over Christmas, and they try to turn it around to make it into a positive thing. I remember last year I had a Christmas tree and I wrote names of people that I like and I hung those names on the tree. But you know, after the first 3 or 4 names, my tree wasn't really a gratitude tree, because as I was putting the names up, I thought, well, I'm not really sure I like that person. And I'm not really sure I'm grateful to that person. And very quickly, the idea of people that I'm grateful for or people that I like in my life became people that I tolerate in my life. And so the gratitude Christmas tree became a kind of tolerance tree about the people that I put up with, you know. It's not the best way to have Christmas, is it? It's not the best way to see people. But anyway, Christmas is a time of goodwill. And I have to say, really no one goes to church anymore, except perhaps elderly people. Maybe they have slightly more people who go at Christmas time because it's part of the celebrations. But I don't know anyone who will go and sit in a church at midnight on Christmas Eve for perhaps up to 2 or 3 hours, or on Christmas morning up to 2 and 3 hours. I would like to. I really would. I like the idea of it, but they don't make it easy. They really don't make it easy. And if you live alone, why would you do that anyway? You could be at home watching TV. So a British Christmas is different for everyone. Firstly, just to summarize, geographically, we have to think about where a person lives. A person in London is going to be out partying, probably, because London's a busy city. The people are out all the time. They don't like to be at home. Home is a base, you know. Then there's the Scottish people who see Christmas as maybe Mm, the pathway to New Year, when they can get completely drunk and put the children to bed, and then, of course, there's the religious people who are kind of sad because they're kind of excluded from the Christmas celebrations because they don't drink. There's the church, but it doesn't really do very much. And, well, after December 25th, it's closed, at least until the following Sunday. So they kind of contemplate, I suppose. And then there's people like me who try to turn it around and to make it into something positive by inviting people for dinner or by trying to somehow bring the day alive to include other people. I've been through many Christmases before, but I don't think I have had one where I was alone. And I think it's really important for everyone to at least try to mix with someone on that day if they're British. So if you happen to know a British person who's alone at Christmas time, do say hello to them and do ask them if they want to join you. It doesn't have to be for dinner on Christmas Day, but it could be maybe for a coffee Christmas night. Just something to break up the day, because it's something in us. We usually give our presents on the 25th. I know in many countries that's the 24th, but actually for us, the 24th is a working day. So we give our presents on the 25th, and we're off work also on the 26th. And it's the 2 days again at the end of the year, the 31st and the 1st. So, yeah, you don't have to, ask your neighbour to move in with you. But if you are in the UK and you're feeling lonely away from your family, why not just ask, would you like to come and see me for Christmas? If you know the person drinks, you can invite them over for a Christmas drink. It's very British, that. I don't drink, so it's more kind of anxious for me. Maybe if I had to drink, it would be more relaxing. And then, of course, you have those people with the big parties who will be cooking the traditional Christmas meal, which is turkey, vegetables, or some kind of meat. Actually, I think I haven't arranged it yet. For me, Christmas is very informal. I like to have a kind of Spanish version of Christmas where people are free to come and go, but I'll be inviting at least one person over. So myself, my other half, as we say when we're married, we will be inviting another person. So there'll be 3 of us in total. And maybe if I'm feeling generous, I know a few people around here who'll be alone. I might invite them. It's kind of difficult because when you invite someone, you know what British people are like. They don't really tell you how they feel. They don't tell you anything. And so it's kind of uncomfortable to try to work out if they'll be at home and to invite them in a way where they don't think it's charity, because no one wants to be treated as if they are kind of like a last resort, I'll give you an example. I think that I know one lady who'll be alone at Christmas. So I discussed it with my family. Should we invite this lady? And we both agreed, yeah, we should invite her. And then maybe there would be 4 of us, because if we invite our friend and then this lady, but would she come? And the politics of inviting her without her feeling that it's an obligation. And then there's a whole politeness thing. It's really hard work, huh? It's really hard work. But anyway, I wrote on my Christmas cards last night, and for those of you who know British people, Christmas cards are very, very important. We give cards and we expect to receive cards. I have a book, and in that book is the name of all of the people that I send a Christmas card to. And if I don't get a card back, then I remove their name from my Christmas card book. So I usually give them a space of a year. Okay, so what I do is I send the card. If I don't get a card back, I wait. And then the next year, if I still don't get a card, then that's it. It is finished. And already this year, I'm wondering if I'll get a card from my friend Daniel. And last year, I think, I remember saying in my mind, well, Daniel, next year we will battle again to see if I receive a card from you. So if I don't get a card from him this year, then I will remove his name from my list. It doesn't mean that he won't be my friend, but it does mean that he won't get a Christmas card. So we can be very bitter about Christmas cards. That's another one of our traditions. But it's fun. It's fun writing them and posting them. I think most of mine are going overseas. A few family members in America and Canada. So I'll have to post those. And well, I do like a little bit of religion at Christmas. You know, I'm not really, as I get older, becoming more and more cynical. But I would, if I could drive a car, I would love to go to different churches on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but it's too cold. And it's better just to be here doing nothing, I think. But, well, certainly dinner will be interesting. And then, of course, there's going to be the issues of, well, what does everyone eat? I'm a little bit of a vegetarian. Well, I don't care about animals. I just don't want to eat them, that's all. And I think there's a few other little things that I need to remember. I think the friend that we invite, he'll probably not eat meat. He's vegetarian. I don't know why he's vegetarian, but he is. The lady, if we invite her, who knows? No idea. And then there's also the issue of alcohol. I don't drink, and that makes me a kind of makes me unusual in British culture, I have to say. But I don't think any of us will be coming. There is an opinion that there should be a bottle of whiskey or brandy there, especially at New Year, but I don't think so. I don't like it, and I can see the damage that it causes to our society. But then Christmas and New Year is not a time to be moral and pompous. It's supposed to be a time of fun. So maybe I should allow a bottle of something to be in the house for anyone who wants it. We'll see. Anyway, that gives you a very rough idea of what a British Christmas looks like. Not very exciting. I really prefer Spanish Christmas, where they give presents on 24th and then it's just eating. And even the presents they give aren't huge. The problem here is we give and buy way, way too much. I mean, I was out at the supermarket yesterday, and I was watching the people who were in the supermarkets, and honestly, the people, well, they were huge. They were like Americans. They were like 3 times the size I am, and I'm not small. And I thought, whoa, we really have become a nation of really lazy, fat people. And I don't know if Brexit's going to change that, but, Well, I hope something changes, because if we, after Brexit, start trading with America, no doubt the food that will come in here will be the same as theirs, and then there really won't be a difference between American and British culture. Well, we have to wait and see. Anyway, I'm beginning to ramble a bit, but I wanted to really give you an update on what a British Christmas would look like. I'll be working, except 2 days of Christmas, 2 days of New Year, I'll be off. So I'll be around. So if you want to talk with me on iTalki, let me know. If you're looking for a quick chat for 5 minutes, feel free to ask me for my Skype ID, because I'll be at home anyway on Christmas TV. There's another thing to avoid completely. It's awful. So please, 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 do let me know if you'll be free to talk to me over Christmas, even just to say hello. That would be nice. I could do a live radio show at Christmas time maybe as well, if anyone's listening. Although I think you all probably have more important things to do than listen to me at Christmas. All right then, so that's all from me for now. Thank you so much, and I'll be back again shortly. And I wish you all a pleasant day, whatever you're doing just at the moment. Oh, by the way, remember to subscribe to me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and see my blog as well. Because if you're not, you're missing out.